So, a new Justice Department report revealing just how far the Biden administration went targeting Christians. It details the Biden administration investigating a priest penalizing Christian University and even, quote, prevented foster children from being placed with Christian foster families or Christian foster agencies that, because of conflicts with their faith, insufficiently affirm the Biden administration's views on sexual orientation and gender ideology. Fox News contributor and George Washington University law professor Jonathan Turley joins us now. Jonathan, seeing how, the former president talked so much about his Catholic faith, I was surprised how egregious his Department of Justice conducted themselves, even trying to interview priests and pastors.
No, Lawrence, your surprise is warranted, and there really is something that is repelling about all of this, of course, that the religiosity of parents were viewed as a point of suspicion. And it seems to come out of this sort of identity politics era where if you are traditionally Catholic, if you don't believe in things like gender-affirming care, you were viewed as inappropriate, as a potential foster parent. The treatment of religious individuals was vastly different from others. For example, the report identifies how the Biden administration used the FACE Act very aggressively against religious protesters at abortion clinics and did not do so for those people protesting pro-life or counseling centers. And so there was a sharp difference in how they were treated.
Jonathan, I just want to pull up the Catholic groups that were labeled as hate groups by the SPLC. Many of these groups were targets of the administration. Professor, are you surprised that no one in the Department of Justice, especially Civil Rights Division, raised their hand and said, guys, we can't do this. This is illegal.
Well, that's what is so worrisome about this and why congressional oversight is so important. When some of these findings were presented to then FBI Director Wray, he expressed shock and dismay. But this obviously had been going on in a comprehensive way in the Biden administration, this intense hostility for people of faith. And we also saw this being litigated in courts where blue states fought for the right to deny things like foster parent positions to those that would not comply with gender-affirming care or other values, and tried to force, for example, Catholic charities to violate their religious principles in assignments of parents and children. That failed, by the way, in the courts. These religious families prevailed. But behind the scenes, you still have this, as this report indicates, the FBI targeting religious people, even priests, because of their traditional faith.
Jonathan, I only got about 20 seconds. Can there be financial damages rewarded to the litigants on this if they decide to pursue that in court?
These are very difficult cases to bring because many of these are investigations that did not result in charges. Right. And so Congress needs to look at that as well because these people were subject to really abusive treatment by the FBI because of their faith.
Unbelievable. Professor, thank you so much.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.